Hello, this is your Zodiac Oracle speaking. There are no coincidences. You are here because life wants to show you a sign. Open your heart and receive the guidance that arrives for you today. Taurus, you have not come this far by chance. Nothing that happens in your life is a coincidence. This message has been guided to you by a greater force, an invisible current that has brought you here precisely at the moment your soul needed to listen. You may have felt tired, uncertain, or as if you were on pause, but listen with your heart. The universe has decided to speak to you today. Close your eyes for a moment. Taurus, take a deep breath. Feel how the earth, your element, sustains you. What you are about to read is not just any prediction. It is a sacred calling, a mirror that the cosmos extends to remind you who you are and where you are destined to go. When I lay the cards upon the table, the energy condenses, vibrates, murmurs. And the first card that manifests is the Hermit. Its light is dim but constant. This arcana speaks of introspection, of moments when the outer world falls silent so that you can hear your inner truth. You have been searching for answers, Taurus, perhaps without realizing it. Questions that cannot be solved with logic, but with silence. The Hermit tells you, do not fear solitude. Within it lies the wisdom that noise has denied you. There is something you have recently left behind, or that your soul is asking you to release. It may be a relationship that no longer vibrates with you, a work environment that does not allow you to grow, or a fear that has bound you for years. This card reminds you that not everything that leaves is loss. Sometimes, the universe removes what no longer nourishes your expansion. As I look at the second card, the Devil is revealed, and its appearance is not to frighten you, but to awaken your consciousness. The Devil represents invisible chains, dependencies, repetitive thoughts, toxic ties, doubts that make you believe you cannot. But what if I told you that those chains were never made of iron, but of smoke? That you can dissolve them yourself with a single act of faith, with one decision that says, enough, I choose my freedom. Here is the first decree that the universe wants you to repeat aloud. I break the chains of fear and reclaim my power. Repeat it 3 times, with a steady heart, and feel how a different vibration activates in your chest. That is the frequency of rebirth. This reading invites you to face that which limits you. Not from guilt, but from understanding. Because every obstacle has been a disguised teacher. If lately you have felt that something or someone is trying to sabotage you, that there are heavy energies around you, the Devil warns you. Do not fight in the dark. Turn on your light. No shadow survives an illuminated heart. The third card that presents itself is Justice. And here the universe seals its message. This card is balance, truth, karma aligning. If someone has hurt you, if there was injustice, if you felt you gave more than you received, justice stands as the response. Everything settles. Everything that belongs to you returns multiplied. Everything that does not, fades effortlessly. But it also reminds you of responsibility. What you sow, you reap. And you, Taurus, are in a stage where your thoughts are fertile seeds. Watch what you decree, for the universe is listening to every word you utter, every intention you send forth. Here, the guides show me an image. A garden beginning to bloom after a long drought. That garden is you. Though the roots were dry, now the rain comes, and with it the promise of growth. The fourth card that emerges is the Two of Pentacles. This arcana is movement, adaptability, change. Taurus, you are not a sign that loves chaos or improvisation, but this card invites you to dance with life. Perhaps lately you have felt that you are balancing 1,000 things at once. Work, emotions, responsibilities, dreams waiting. But the Two of Pentacles tells you, you can handle it all, as long as you remember to flow. Do not try to control everything. Balance is not imposed, it is found in the rhythm. And here comes the second decree. I trust in the perfect order of the universe. Everything aligns for my highest good. Write it down, repeat it, embody it. And now, as a symbolic way of thanking the universe for this message, make a small act of faith. Give thanks, smile, or simply visualize gratitude. If this were a video, I would tell you. Leave a sign of your commitment to your evolution, because every act of awareness is a yes to abundance. The next card that reveals itself is the Three of Swords, and its energy touches the deepest part of the heart. There is no need to fear it. The Three of Swords speaks of past wounds, disappointments, or words that hurt. It is possible that you still carry memories of betrayals or losses that are hard to forgive. But this card does not announce more pain. It announces healing. The storm has passed, and now only the sky must be cleared. Taurus, your heart is stronger than you think. Sometimes you protect yourself with a shell of logic or silence, but within you is an ocean of emotion waiting to be freed. The universe tells you, you no longer need to carry the weight of yesterday. Free yourself. Forgive, even if the other does not deserve it. Forgiveness is not surrender. It is liberation. The sixth card in the spread is the Sun. And here everything changes. This card shines with pure, triumphant energy. It is the light that arrives after the darkness, the dawn that dissolves the shadows. The Sun announces joy, recognition, success. In love, it symbolizes a sincere connection that comes into your life or is renewed. In work, it is prosperity, blossoming opportunities, projects that take shape. But beyond the external, the Sun speaks of your inner rebirth. You have gone through a cycle of trials, and now the universe rewards you. You are ready to receive. Taurus, the message here is clear. The worst is already behind you. And if you still doubt, the universe whispers, trust, for what comes shines brighter than what is gone. The seventh card manifests with strength. The World. The perfect closure of a cycle and the beginning of a new one. It represents fulfillment, achievement, spiritual evolution. This card tells you that everything you have lived had a higher purpose, even if you could not always see it. You have transformed, and the universe celebrates your maturity, your resilience, and your faith. This is the third decree you must engrave in your soul. I am worthy of love, success, and infinite abundance. Repeat it 3 times. Write it down if you can. Every word is an energetic code that reprograms your vibration toward prosperity. Now, as the 7 cards vibrate together on the table, I can feel the energy of your spiritual guide. They tell you that it is time to stop looking back. That your hands are no longer empty, but full of promises. That your soul chose this path not to suffer, but to learn how to create from the heart. The hidden enemies that once surrounded you, envy, judgment, fears, even your own doubts, begin to fade. Because when the heart of a Taurus ignites, nothing and no one can extinguish it. Your strength is fertile soil. Where others see desert, you make a forest grow. In love, the message is sweet yet firm. If you are alone, a new energy is approaching. Someone who recognizes your value without needing you to explain it. A genuine connection, without masks or games. If you are in a relationship, the cards indicate dialogue, rebuilding, tenderness after conflict. But above all, clarity. This new cycle brings more conscious relationships, where love becomes refuge, not battle. In money and work, the Sun and the world support you. There are advancements, recognition, opportunities that could arrive unexpectedly. Projects you thought were lost are reactivated. Key people approach to offer support. The universe tells you, do not be afraid to ask for what you deserve, because you are at a point where your worth will be recognized. The color that vibrates with you is emerald green, a symbol of healing and abundance. Wear it, carry it with you, meditate with it. It is the color of the open heart and flowing prosperity. The numbers accompanying you are 3, 8, and 11, symbols of expansion, material success, and divine connection. Your spiritual energy is rising, lifting like a river of light. And before closing this first flow of messages, let me tell you something. Do not underestimate yourself anymore, Taurus. You are more powerful than you imagine. You have endured trials that would have broken others, but you are still here, soul intact. Repeat with me. I am worthy of love, success, and infinite abundance. That is your key, your activation code. And if you feel that this message has resonated with you, thank the universe. Manifest your commitment to your growth. Every act of gratitude is a seed that germinates. Abundance is already on its way. It only awaits your openness to manifest. It is no coincidence that you are still here. If your eyes read these words, it is because an invisible force has brought you once again to this sacred space. I feel the energy moving, soft yet intense, as if the entire cosmos conspired for you to understand something essential. This message does not arrive late or early. It arrives exactly when your spirit is ready to awaken. When I spread the cards again, the vibration of Taurus is firm, earthly, but with a golden glow announcing transformation. The cards speak with an ancient voice, and the first that reveals itself now is the moon. Ah, Taurus! How much intuition hides beneath your serenity? The moon tells you there are mysteries soon to be revealed. You may have felt confusion, that things were not as they seemed, or that someone's intentions were veiled in mist. But the moon never lies. What is hidden will come to light. Secrets, veiled truths, even your own repressed emotions will be revealed with clarity. This card is both warning and blessing. It warns that not all that glitters is gold, but blesses you with discernment. If something makes you doubt, trust your instinct. Your soul knows more than your mind accepts. Lunar energy also speaks of dreams. It's possible you've recently had vivid dreams or repetitive signs. Numbers, songs, feathers, scents. They are not coincidences. They are messages from the universe reminding you that you are being guided. The second card that manifests is the Seven of Swords, and here the tarot sets a test for you. This card speaks of caution, of people or situations that might be acting from manipulation or envy. Taurus, you are noble, but sometimes you trust more than you should. This arcana tells you, protect your plans, do not reveal your steps ahead of time. There are curious ears and eyes that do not celebrate your progress. However, do not fear. The warning is not punishment. It is protection. The universe wants you to move with wisdom, not fear, but strategy. If you feel that someone around you doesn't vibrate cleanly with you, simply keep your distance. Light does not argue with shadow. It dissolves it. Here you can repeat a new decree of power. Nothing and no one can interfere with my divine purpose. Repeat it 3 times. Write it down if you can. Each word opens a circle of protection around you. And now, Taurus, a vision appears before me. A path covered with roses, but also with thorns. The thorns represent the lessons your soul chose to become strong, but the roses are the rewards now blooming. The third card that appears is the Two of Cups. What a beautiful energy! This arcana is love, connection, union of kindred souls. If you have been waiting for a sign in love, here it is. The universe is preparing you for a sincere, deep, mutually growing relationship. It may be someone new entering your life or someone returning transformed. The Two of Cups not only speaks of romantic love but also of reconciliation, forgiveness, and fair alliances. Spiritually, it represents balance between your feminine and masculine energies, between action and receptivity. If you are in a relationship, this card announces a new level of understanding. If there were misunderstandings, they dissolve. If there was distance, it shortens. And if you are alone, the message is clear. The love you have been waiting for will find you when you first choose yourself. The fourth card that opens is the Knight of Pentacles, a card that vibrates exactly with your earthy essence, Taurus. This knight is hardworking, constant, patient, a builder of real dreams. He tells you that what you are sowing now, even if you cannot yet see it growing, will bear lasting fruit. In finances, it symbolizes stability and solid progress. The changes may not be explosive, but they are steady. This knight reminds you that discipline is the highest form of self-love. Do not despair if the results take time. Every step counts, every effort is a seed the universe is watching sprout. It can also represent a trustworthy person who approaches to offer you support, advice, or collaboration. If you are thinking of starting something new, this card encourages you to do so, but with strategy. The fifth card that appears is Judgment. A powerful card. It represents spiritual awakenings, second chances, divine justice manifesting. Here the universe tells you, you are being called to your true purpose. Everything that once hurt now finds new meaning. You have gone through experiences that seemed like punishments, but in truth, they were initiations. Every loss was a doorway. Every ending, a preparation. And now the call sounds strong. It is time to be reborn. You may even feel that your vocation or life mission is changing. That what once resonated no longer does. Do not resist. You are being guided toward your true path. Judgment also announces that people from the past may seek you out to heal old wounds or clarify unresolved matters. Listen, but do not go back. The one you were no longer exists. You are a wiser, freer, more conscious version of yourself. Here comes another powerful decree. I am ready to be reborn and live my truth with courage. Repeat this phrase as a mantra. Feel how it vibrates in your chest. The sixth card is the Queen of Cups, and her maternal energy covers your entire reading. She represents sensitivity, empathy, connection with your emotions and intuition. She invites you to care for yourself, to nurture yourself, to allow yourself to feel without fear. Taurus, you often carry so much for others that you forget yourself. This queen comes to remind you that you cannot serve from emptiness. Fill yourself first with love, with calm, with pleasure for life. Drink from the chalice of your own peace before trying to save others. She may also represent a feminine figure or gentle energy arriving in your life to guide or inspire you. A mother, mentor, friend, or even a more compassionate version of yourself. And the seventh card closing this flow is the Ace of Wands. What powerful energy! It is the fire of beginnings, the divine spark announcing action, creativity, and the birth of new projects. This card is a promise. What you begin now is destined for success. The universe tells you that you are entering a stage of expansion. New job opportunities, ideas blossoming, passions reigniting. But it also invites you to take risks, not to wait for everything to be perfect. Perfection lies in movement, in trust. If you have been seeking a sign to start something, a project, a business, a change of path, this card tells you, do it. The time is now. The guides show you fire igniting upon the earth, a symbol of your creative energy manifesting strongly. Where once there was fear, now there is action. Where once there was doubt, now there is certainty. Your protective color remains emerald green, but now gold is added. A symbol of success, clarity, and solar power. The numbers of this spread are 1, 7, and 20. Beginning, introspection, and rebirth. Your spiritual energy rises. The guides surround you with love. They remind you that you are not alone, that everything happening is perfectly orchestrated for your evolution. Taurus, listen. The universe is not punishing you. It is preparing you. You are not losing. You are releasing. You are not stuck. You are gestating. And if these words resonate with you, Write this in your heart, and also in the comments if you wish, this phrase. Nothing and no one can interfere with my divine purpose. That is your affirmation of power, your energetic seal against any adversity. And as a symbolic gesture of gratitude to the universe for these signs, do something simple but powerful. Give thanks. Say a small yes to your destiny, with the intention of opening yourself to more messages and blessings. Every act of faith, no matter how small, moves invisible mountains in your favor. Taurus, what lies ahead for you is marked by expansion. Love stabilizes, work is rewarded, and your soul aligns with its higher purpose. Do not fear shining. You have waited long enough to bloom, and this is your moment. The air feels lighter now. The cards vibrate with a different energy, as if all the weight of the past were beginning to dissipate. The universe smiles, and so should you, Taurus, because you are crossing an invisible portal into a new version of yourself. And no, it is not a coincidence that you have come this far. Nothing that has happened in your life was a mistake. Everything had a purpose: to polish you, to elevate you, to prepare you. When I place the cards back on the table, a soft, warm, almost maternal presence makes itself felt. It is the energy of your guides, your ancestors, of the earth itself, your element, embracing you with unconditional love. The first card that arises is the Nine of Cups, known as the Wish-Fulfilled card. Taurus, the universe is clearly telling you, what you have silently asked for is on its way. That intention you sent to the cosmos, that prayer you made in your darkest nights, is being heard. This card reminds you that abundance is not a distant dream. It is your natural inheritance. You have worked, waited, believed even when no one else did. And now, the rewards begin to manifest. But the message goes beyond money or external achievements. The Nine of Cups speaks of inner fulfillment, of feeling good about yourself, of being at peace with who you are. Because when that energy anchors, everything else flows like a golden river. Here comes your first decree of this final stage. I lovingly accept all the blessings the universe has for me. Repeat it 3 times, feeling your chest expand. That phrase opens the door to abundance, because only those who feel worthy can receive. The second card that reveals itself is the King of Pentacles, and there could not be a better confirmation for a Taurus. This arcana represents material success, financial security, and the consolidation of projects. It is time to reap what you have patiently and steadily sown. If you have worked in silence, if you have made efforts without recognition, the time to be seen has come. The King of Pentacles tells you, do not fear charging what you deserve, do not minimize your value. Your constancy is your crown. In the professional realm, solid opportunities are announced. Promotions, fair agreements, stable partnerships, or even financial independence. In the personal realm, stability, emotional maturity, and decisions that bring you closer to the life you desire. This king also invites you to enjoy what you have already achieved. Not everything is struggle. You also deserve rest, pleasure, physical and emotional abundance. The third card is the Star, one of the most beautiful cards in the tarot. When it appears, the universe is directly blessing you. The star is hope, healing, purpose. It is the promise that after the storm comes the calm, and after the darkness, the glow. Taurus, this card says your faith is being rewarded. You have walked through the fire, not to burn, but to shine brighter. You are being reborn, and the universe celebrates your strength. The star also speaks of exposure. You shine, and others notice. People who once overlooked your light now recognize it, and some even seek your guidance. If you have had health issues or emotional exhaustion, this card announces recovery. If you felt you had lost inspiration, this card returns the spark. The energy of the star is like pure water. It cleanses, heals, and renews. Here comes a second powerful decree. I am divine light, and I deserve to shine without fear. Repeat that phrase with conviction. Write it, meditate on it. And if you feel gratitude for this message, honor the universe with a gesture. Thank in silence or share your energy of light. Every act of faith sends a signal to the cosmos. I am ready for more. The fourth card shown is the Six of Wands, the card of triumph, victory, and public recognition. Taurus, you did it. This card announces visible success. It may be a professional achievement, an awaited result, a fulfilled goal, or simply the recognition that arrives after so much effort. People will begin to see you with new eyes. Your work will not go unnoticed. But this success is not only external. It is also internal. The Six of Wands reminds you that the true triumph is keeping faith when everything seemed lost. You have won an inner battle that few know of, and for that, the universe now honors you. It can also indicate that you guide others by example, that your story inspires. The universe tells you, do not hide your victories, for they are beacons that illuminate the path of those who come after you. The fifth card is the Empress, a symbol of fertility, creation, abundance, and beauty. This energy is deeply Taurian. It represents flourishing in every aspect. Love, money, creativity, family. The Empress tells you that you are in a fertile stage, not only physically, but energetically. Everything you touch can prosper if you do it from the heart. In love, this card announces stable, affectionate relationships filled with tenderness. If you are in a couple, it can speak of growth, even of joint projects or family consolidation. If you are single, it represents the arrival of someone who sees your true worth and loves you without conditions. Spiritually, the Empress symbolizes reconciliation with yourself. You no longer struggle to prove. Now you flow from authenticity. The universe whispers a phrase you must remember. I am fertile earth where the divine takes root. That is your truth. The sixth card is the Ten of Pentacles, the perfect closure for the material cycle. Prosperity, family stability, inheritance, achievements consolidated. This card does not speak of luck, but of merit, of everything you have built with effort and heart. The Ten of Pentacles also speaks of legacy. What you do now will transcend. You are laying solid foundations for your future and that of your loved ones. If you had financial worries, this card tells you that abundance stabilizes. In many cases, it also announces blessings that come through others. Help, opportunities, contacts that open doors. But remember, Taurus, the money that comes now must circulate. Do not hold it out of fear. Invest it in your well-being, in your purpose, in your expansion. And the seventh card, the one that closes this spiritual journey, is the Chariot. The card of movement, progress, conquest. The Chariot is victory after battle. The affirmation that you are in control of your destiny. The universe hands you the reins of your life and says, now you choose where to go. This major arcana drives you forward, into a new stage full of direction, purpose, and strength. You may travel, move, or simply change course toward what truly makes you happy. The Chariot reminds you that you are the driver, not the passenger. The past no longer holds power over you. And so, the 7 cards vibrate together like a celestial choir repeating one single message. You have conquered. You have awakened. You have been reborn. The universe asks you to keep your faith alive, not to stop now. Everything coming to you is aligned with the energy of victory, love, and abundance. The colors accompanying you in this cycle are emerald green, gold, and white, colors of healing, success, and purity. Your lucky numbers: 3, 9, 10, and 22. Your spiritual energy is ascending, in direct connection with your guides. And here in this sacred closing, The universe gives you one final decree. Say it with your soul, say it with faith, say it as one who opens a door to the eternal. I am worthy of love, success, and infinite abundance. Repeat it 3 times. Feel how the energy shifts around you, how the vibration rises, how something within you lights up. Taurus, you have completed a cycle of darkness and are beginning one of expansion. Life will reward you for not giving up, for continuing to believe when everything seemed lost. And now, before closing this reading, I leave you one last message. Do not forget yourself when good times arrive. Be grateful, share, help, and keep sowing light where others still live in shadow. That is your true mission, to remember that you were made of earth, but destined to shine like the sun. Thank you for allowing this energy to reach you. Thank you for being willing to listen to the voice of the universe. And always remember, when you doubt, when fear visits, or when the path seems uncertain, to silently repeat this truth. I am worthy of love, success, and infinite abundance. May the light be with you, Taurus. And may the universe, which never makes mistakes, show you through actions what it has revealed to you today in words.